One of the very first dates that I took my wife on is a mountain bike ride. And what do? I take her down this just gnarly, steep descent on the Greenbelt as the very first dirt trail she's ever on in her entire life. She was cussing me so hard, and I'm like, what? That was great fun, wasn't it? Back in the day, we were riding in cutoff jeans and hiking boots. We became this little tribe of mountain bikers, and we'd go do these epic 40, 50-mile rides. Ended up at 2222 and 620. It just became my living passion. In 1985, I went from being a part-time employee of Bicycle Sport Shop to being the owner of Bicycle Sport Shop.
We didn't know what we were doing. He knew how to sell bicycles, and I knew how to balance the books.
It was the first shop in Austin that sold mountain bikes, and one of the first within the state of Texas that sold mountain bikes.
We, of course, started as a specialty mountain bike store. The road bikes were always around, but our little store on Barton Springs was too small to stock road bikes, so we opened a second store. I was 24 years old and had no business experience whatsoever, but had this huge passion for cycling. And here I am 28 years later and still doing it. My passion for mountain bikes and sharing mountain bikes with as many people as possible was my sole driver for getting into the business, period.
And let me show you these over here.
What we try to do at Bicycle Sport Shop is create this environment where anybody with any level of knowledge, any interest in cycling can come in, and they're going to find somebody on our staff that feels the same way about riding a bicycle that they do. Here's Joyce. She got her first mountain bike just 2.5 years ago. She's now a mountain bike racer. She's getting ready to race road bikes, and she loves introducing women to cycling. Thomas works in a rental department, but he's a BMX racer who jumps his bike over incredible distances. He's a hardcore enthusiast who loves shredding the sales floor on his way to lunch, which is breaking the rules. Jason is our house tri-geek. He's a super competitive triathlete. He's a USAT certified coach, and his mission is to help beginners finish their first triathlon.
We have the diversity right here, and that helps our staff recognize and meet the needs of the customers that walk in the door.
We're going to carry products we know are going to work and be successful. It's the stuff we want to ride. Rentals is one of the departments that we've had, one of the services that we've offered for a long time, and might need a little more time into really deciding, is that the right one for me? You can actually try them out before you actually spend the money on them. We have a service department that is really dedicated to making sure the customer gets the exact things they need on their bike so that when they go out to ride their bike, it's a great experience. Fitting is another really key component.
Looks like we'll go ahead and get a measurement there.
If you had the time to get it fitted, I guarantee the experience is going to be a lot more enjoyable.
Pedal, go ahead and pedal for me.
We want to give customers a way to basically learn how to work on their own bike so they can get out and enjoy them. I just want to be pretty self-sufficient when I go on some of these rides. The maintenance classes will definitely give you that education you need to be able to do that. We offer maintenance classes just for women. There's a lot more value in it for a woman, knowing she's going to be with other women.
It just completely removes those barriers to really learning in a supportive, comfortable environment. It was 1989. I had to have an ACL reconstruction of my right knee.
When he got back to riding, he was so happy and so sad.
The first thing I noticed is the trail is wider. And a lot of it was due to the fact that the mountain bikers did not know how to behave correctly. And I realized that I was part of the problem, because here I am renting bicycles, selling bicycles, but not really doing a good job of educating people.
It became necessary for there to be a code of conduct. How do you share the Greenbelt with hikers and runners?
What we've worked hard to do in Austin is to create new places and better facilities for people to ride their bicycles and to educate both motorists and cyclists. We do these incredible events that attract literally thousands of people. We've been having rides since, I think it was 1988. We had the Jalapeno Hopper out off Camp Ben McCullough Road, and we went out and built a trail, and that was the first formal mountain bike race in Austin.
Our rides now are geared to have something for really just about everyone. So there'll be an element that's for the hardcore riders that want to go ride 100 miles in a family-friendly or kid-friendly distance.
The vast majority of our events are fun events.
Now, I've been doing this 28 years now and never had any inkling that Bicycle Sport Shop would be such an ingrained part of Austin and Central Texas as it is.
Bicycle Sport Shop, it's been part of our family. I mean, from my first child, who is now 17 years old, and my 3 boys, All of their bikes have been purchased here.
Bicycle Sport Shop will continue to be a super healthy, viable part of this Central Texas community because bicycles have to be an important part of our future if we're going to be a sustainable society.